Hi YouTube, it's Kathy and I'm here today to talk to you about my TBR for Nonfiction November. Nonfiction November is a month where we just read nonfiction books, and it's just that simple. This was born out of the observation that some people find nonfiction difficult to get into because they don't know what to look for, what they're going to enjoy, that type of thing, so that's why we devote a month to reading it. Nonfiction November, as you might guess, is taking place throughout all of November, so you have the entire month to do it. And I will link Olive's announcement video down below in case I miss any of the details while I'm doing this TBR. As always, there are 4 prompts this month. They are time, movement, buzz, and discovery. You can choose to use these prompts in any way you want, or you can completely ignore them. That's the great thing about this readathon. There's structure for those who need it, but there's also lots of room for mood reading. I'm usually somebody who thrives on having a set TBR because I tend to put things on there that I'm really excited to get to, but I feel like October has gotten me overwhelmed and is maybe going to put me into a little bit of a slump. I had 5 separate TBRs for readathons that were taking place during October, and even though I tried to double up a bunch, I feel like it's not going to be the best reading month. That also is in part because I've been busy. I finally finished moving everything to this new location where I officially live. I've also been doing NaNoWriMo prep because I'm going to be writing a book with my friend Rebecca and we needed to know what we were doing before we started. I've also been organizing all of that junk that I moved from my old place and finally threw out birthday cards from my mid-teens. All of that is a long-winded way of saying that I feel like I'm letting myself down by not actually completing everything in October. I know I still have some time to go, but at this rate, I'm not going to read everything that was on every TBR, and that honestly bums me out. With all of that in mind, October has been a very busy month, and as you're seeing this video, I'm actually in the middle of the woods with no cell service and no internet, and I'm very excited about going there, and I'm very excited that I'm going to get at least that one day to just unwind. And hopefully that's not a setup for my own horror movie. Since, as I already mentioned, I am going to be writing one half of a novel next month because it's dual perspective and we're each writing our own characters, I am also going to be busy in November. Because I don't want to overload myself, I've picked up 2 books from my TBR shelf that kind of cover 3 out of 4 of the prompts at least. But realistically, I think I might only read one of them. That's because I'll be doing another readathon in November, and this month I'm just keeping it to 2 readathons. The first of the 2 nonfiction books I hope to read this month is Radium Girls. This is all about the women who worked in watch factories and would paint the radium on the dials so the dials would glow in the dark, and all of the health problems that that caused. This is a subject I've been really interested to read this book. I've been wanting to read this book, but then also it's almost 500 pages, and that's hard to get through in a week, and because I do weekly wrap-ups, I get scared that I'm not going to have a book to wrap up, and yada yada yada. This could definitely go under the time category as well as the discovery category. The other book that I'm really hoping to read in November is Making History: The Struggle for Gay and Lesbian Equal Rights from 1945 to 1990. I picked this one up because my friend Beck recommended it for my Queer Booktubers Recommend Queer Books video, which I will link in places for you. And as soon as I saw that, I was like, I need more academic type texts, more nonfiction. This is all oral histories and interviews and that type of thing, but again, it is over 500 pages, which is why I haven't picked it up yet. This one I think fits into the movement category because of queer rights movements. Like I said, I would love to read both of these this month. However, in the case that it doesn't happen, which one do you think I should start first and therefore be the one that I will definitely finish? Let me know about it down in the comments below. On the way down to the comments, if you hit that subscribe button, that would be very nice of you. If you don't feel like leaving a comment but want to make sure that I know you were here, just leave an emoji or a smiley face if you're on your keyboard. In fact, you can just leave a green heart or a black heart if you want to vote but you don't actually want to write it out. Some people have asked if there's a way to financially support this channel, so I recently set up a Ko-fi account, which is a digital tipping service. The link for that is down below, as well as the link to my PayPal and my Amazon wishlist in case you would like to buy me a book. You can like and share this video as you see fit, and I will see you very soon. Bye!